I am Parikshit and welcome to another very exciting session on Unacademy CAT-alyst. In today's session, we are going to talk about the importance of mocks, why mocks are very important, when you should start writing the mocks, how you should analyze the mocks, and all the intricacies related to mocks. Remember, CAT mocks constitute a very important part of your preparation, and hence it is essential that you know all the do's and don'ts regarding the mocks. But as always, the first thing I'm going to tell you, give me 5 seconds to ensure that I'm streaming live before we get started with today's session. Okay, I think we are streaming live and we are good to start. Let's get started. Okay, this is about your educator, and yes, now the happenings on Unacademy. A lot of new batches are starting on Unacademy. A 20th of March, a legend batch already started, just started. A 22nd of March, a new batch, a starter batch is starting. And then another absolute weekday morning batch starts on the 24th. So if you are interested in subscribing to any of these batches or want to be a part of Iconic CAT 2021, then definitely make sure to use the code on your screen, Parikshit Live. You will get 10% off on the subscription fee. Remember, there is a price hike coming very soon. Price hike next month. So it's the last few days to enroll at the current prices, because after that, even if you look at the most popular subscription, the 12-month subscription, we are having a 5,000 rupees increase. So currently the price is 17,500. You can also get a 10% off if you use the code Parikshit Live. So make sure to register. And yes, the weekly scholarship test. This is something which is absolutely free. You can register using my code Parikshit Live. And yes, the CAT T20 test series. 10 questions, 30 minutes, and there is a chance to reward yourself in the month of March. Remember, this session is all about mocks, and I'm going to talk through the details regarding why the test series are so important in a part of your preparation. Okay, let's get started. Okay, now this particular session, right, will talk you through the mocks. We'll take you through the mocks. Now, first and foremost, the importance of mocks, right? Now, I have been teaching for the last 8 years. And trust me, in this 8 years, I have not come across a single student, and I'll repeat, I have not come across a single student who has got 99 plus in the CAT and has said that he has not given any mocks. It has never happened. So anyone who has done well in the CAT definitely has practiced and prepared through mocks. So they got to constitute an important part of your strategy as well. Now, first question which is there on everyone's mind is, when do I start the mocks? When do I start? Right? That's the first question. Now think about it. There are many ways of answering this question, but before that, I would like to talk you through the details. I would like to take you through a very common and objective. Objectively, let's talk about it. Okay, you have got 3 sections in your CAT. You have got verbal, you have got LRDI, and you have got quiz. Correct? Now think about it. Let's talk about verbal. When do I start? The most common answer that I get from the students is, sir, when I finish my syllabus. But think about it. Does verbal has a syllabus? Do you think verbal has a syllabus in the CAT? It is all about being good, being perfect in your comprehension. If you are good in comprehension, if you are good in reading passages, if you are good in critical reasoning, you will be good in verbal, right? Now for this, there is no syllabus as such. Can you start your verbal mocks even today? Definitely yes. You can start your verbal mocks even today. Do your low marks matter at this stage? No, the low marks will absolutely not matter. Even if you end up with a dismal performance in verbal in the first 3 or 4 mocks, it's absolutely immaterial. Why? Because you are giving verbal mocks only as a source of practice to improve. Remember, source of practice to improve. So there is no syllabus in verbal, and if you are telling us that I want to start the verbal mocks only after I finish my syllabus, that's an incorrect logic, right? So you can start it right away. The more the mocks you prepare, the better. Think about the second part, LRDI. Does LRDI have any syllabus? If you ask any of your seniors who has probably got into IIM Ahmedabad, but he has graduated or wrote the CAT before 2016, then you'd say LRDI has a syllabus. It has got, as an example, linear arrangement, circular arrangement, distribution, selections, and so on. But post 2016, if you ask any student who is preparing for LRDI, they would tell you there is no syllabus in LRDI. It can be puzzles, and puzzles can come from any area, right? So here also I would say there is absolutely no syllabus. Yes, I have got a fixed pattern. I know that I need to prepare linear arrangement, circular arrangement, cubes, games and tournaments, but definitely there is no syllabus as such. Can you start your LRDI mocks now? Definitely yes. Will you be able to answer a lot of the mock questions? No, you will not be, because remember, you are an amateur at this stage. Even if you start at this point, you will only probably doing it because for two parts. A, to practice. B, you want to get more and more new questions. What about quants? What about quants? Quants at this stage definitely has some syllabus. I won't say there is a definite syllabus, but compared to verbal and LRDI, there is some syllabus. Roughly, there are around 21 chapters, or for easy purpose, I would say, let's assume there are 20 chapters. There are more or less around 20 chapters in quants. Okay. Now, when you give your mocks, some of you might be saying, I would want to give a 3-hour mock. Okay. When you give a 3-hour mock, one section will always be quants. And for you, probably you also have not started your quants preparation. So when you talk about quants, you can fall into two categories. Category 1 or category 2. Category 1 would be someone who has just started quants and has completed, let's say, around 5 topics. 5 topics. And category 2 would be students who has not started quants, who has not even started quants, right? So you would belong to one of the two categories. So category 1, greater than equal to 5 topics. Category 2, not started. Now for category 1, can you write the mock CATs? Can you write the mock quants? Definitely yes. Think about it. Even if there are 32 questions, remember the quants paper has around 34 questions. 34. Leave aside 2020 because 2020 was an exceptional year. So there would be around 34 questions in quants. I'm not saying this year also would be 34, but approximately 34 questions every year. Out of the 34 questions, you know what? You have already completed 5 topics. And most probably 90% of the CAT aspirants start your quants preparation from arithmetic. Now, if you have done arithmetic, even if you have completed 5 chapters, you are looking at around 8 to 9 questions. You are looking at around 8 to 9 questions. You know what? In your main CAT examination, if you are able to solve 8 to 9 questions, you would end up with a 80-90 percentile. You would end up with an 80-90 percentile. Remember, 8 to 9 questions are from the topics which you have already covered. So out of the 34 questions, when you write a mock quants, right? You know what? You're going to pick up those 8-9 questions from those selected chapters which you have already completed. And it is at this stage you get to know how much have you completed with respect to the chapters. If you have completed percentage and profit loss, am I able to solve percentage profit loss questions in my mock exams? This is the best place to judge yourself. There can be 2 scenarios. You are very comfortable, then you can start with topic number 6. Or probably you are not very comfortable, you are getting the answers even from chapters which you have completed wrong or are not able to solve them. You can go back and revise those chapters. So it's very, very, very essential that you start writing the mocks as soon as possible. Now, when I say as soon as possible, this would bring me to the next question. How many mocks? This would bring me to the next question. How many of them should I write till my CAT? How many? The answer would be anywhere between 30 to 40. Anywhere between 30 to 40 or 45 would be an ideal number. 30 to 40, 45 would be an ideal number. Why do I say 45? Because remember, we are still 7 months away from the CAT. 7 months away. So do you have time to complete 30 to 45 mocks? Definitely yes. 30 to 45 mocks. Initially, you might want to take a mock every 2 weeks. So one mock in every 15 days. So a month, 2 mocks. But as and when you approach July or as and when you approach August, you'd want to give a mock every week. One mock per week. Again, I repeat, remember the mocks is not to measure how much you know. At this stage, your focus is not on how much you know, but rather take it, please take it. And remember, you got to remember this, because a lot of students stop their CAT preparation when they start writing the mocks. You get low marks and then you feel disappointed, you stop writing the mocks. That should not be the scenario with you. You should consider mocks as a source of learning. Source of learning. Right? Source of learning. Why do I say it's a source of learning? Because every mock, on an average, leave aside 2020, every mock would have 100 questions. Every mock would have 100 questions. So if you are attempting anywhere between 30 to 45 mocks, one mock, 100 questions. So can I say you will get 3000 to 4500 questions from the mocks only, correct? And trust me, these are the highest standards of question. If you enroll for any high standard mock series, okay, you will get around 3000 to 400 very high quality questions, and these will be a superb way of revising, capturing the concepts which you have learned in your books and classes, right? B, mocks, another reason, very important reason why you should write mocks is question selection. Question selection. Remember, when you are attending the classes, okay, attending classes, or for that matter, when you are taking down questions from a book, you probably go in serial order and try to solve every question. In the mocks, that won't be the case. There might be a question which might be taking 5 minutes or 6 minutes. Is it worth attempting, be it verbal, be it LRDI, or be it quants? Definitely not, because it's taking too much of time. You would want to skip that question. So question selection is an art. It's not about how many questions I am able to solve. It's also about how many questions I did not solve and how quickly was I able to decide that this question is not meant for me. Correct? So question selection is an art which will only and only come if you write a lot of mocks. And third, mixed topic practice. Mixed topic practice. Right? Now, I'll stress on point C. I speak to a lot of students. Over the last 8 years I've been teaching, and I speak to a lot of students. One top reasoning which students give me is, sir, when I'm doing permutation and combination for 5 days, on the 6th day, if I do continuously, I'm able to solve questions. But let's say I do not do PNC for 1 month. I've already done PNC. Now I go back, I go to a different chapter, and 1 month later I come back to PNC. It seems I have forgotten everything. It seems I have forgotten everything. What do I do? It is here that it is very, very essential that when you are preparing, you please prepare at least on the weekends. At least on the weekends, if not every day, please revise. A, you revise, and B, if you have already completed 5 topics in quants, or for that matter 5 topics in LRDI, please revise those 5 topics. Because remember, if question number 1, let's write it. If question number 1, okay, is from, let's say, algebra. If question number 1 is from algebra, okay, question number 1 is from algebra. And you know what? Question number 2 in your mocks is from geometry. Now, how quickly can your brain shift from one source of studying to another source? Do you remember the properties of the triangles? Do you remember the properties of the rhombus of a kite? When you are doing geometry, because you have been doing geometry continuously, you probably know all the theorems. But if you don't practice geometry for 10 days and you come back, let's say after 20 days, start studying geometry, you might have forgotten. So mocks will give you the area, the ways where you can practice mixed topic, and the chances are that there will be very low probability of you forgetting something. So very, very, very important that you practice mixed topics, and that can only happen when you write the mocks. This brings me to the next part. Writing mocks, okay, and analyzing mocks. Now, most people, 80% of the CAT aspirants make a mistake here. When they say I am giving mocks, they only mean they are writing mocks. They are only writing mocks. What you completely miss out is on part B, which is the most important part, analyzing the mocks. Analyzing the mocks. Right? Writing the mocks everyone would do. You might be writing 10 mocks, but is there any benefit? Do you get any benefit if you write mock 2 without analyzing mock 1? Answer is no. No benefit. If you write mock 2, remember when you write mock 1, you write the mock, you analyze mock 1, you analyze, okay, mock 1, and only then you write mock 2. If this step, if the middle step is missing, then there is no point in writing mock 2. Absolutely no point. Why do you write a mock? Ask yourself. You write a mock not because you want to be a topper in the mock. You want to be a topper rather than the CAT. You don't want to be a topper in the mock, right? You are writing the mocks because you want that as a source of learning. If you don't take the learnings from mock 1, if you don't understand what are your mistakes in mock 1, is there any point in writing a new mock? No, right? You write the mock 1 because you want to understand a few things, understand where are your strong areas, which are your weak areas. You get those learnings and only then you work on the learnings, move to mock 2. If that happens, there will be incremental benefit after every mock. But if you don't do that, if you don't analyze the mocks, you write mock 1, you don't analyze mock 2, you write mock 2, 5 days later you write mock 3, there is no improvement. And if you don't improve, by the end of the 6 mocks, trust me, you will get so frustrated that you will fall in that category of students who will leave CAT preparation. Why? Because you are you actually are getting very poor marks, and hence you think CAT is not meant for you. But ask yourself this question. Did you ever take steps? Did you ever put in that effort to analyze the mocks, understand your mistakes, understand what new knowledge you are gaining? Probably go back to your books, probably go back to your class recordings and lectures that, okay, I do not understand the concept of, let's say an example, I've completed time, speed and distance, but I don't understand the concept of elevators. Can you go back to your class notes, find out and practice the elevator basics once again, so that before you go to mock 2, you have identified your weak areas, worked upon them, and then you are ready for a new challenge. So very important. This method should definitely be followed religiously, rigorously, if you think CAT 2021, you want to be that 99+ percentile. Yes? So, as the conclusion, in a nutshell, what is the best time to write mocks? Should I write mocks after completing my syllabus? Then the answer is no. Why? Because verbal and LRDI, there is no syllabus. If you talk about syllabus, to an extent, you have syllabus in quants, right? But verbal and LRDI, it's all puzzles. You can attend a few basic classes. You can go and enroll in Unacademy. I think I have done around 150 to 200 hours of classes I have taken. A lot of recordings are available. I am starting a new batch on April 1st. I am starting a new batch, 2 new batches on April 1st. Complete courses, okay? Complete course on algebra. Complete course on algebra. This is one batch which I am starting on April 1st. April 1st. How many hours are we talking about? Around 80 hours. It will start from the very basics and will cover each and every topic required for your algebra. What will be the timings of this? 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. at night. 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. night, Monday to Friday. Monday to Friday. And I'm also starting another new course. Complete course on LRDI. Complete course on LRDI. So 2 new topics are starting on Unacademy Plus. LRDI, how many hours? There is no hours because it will continue till your CAT. Monday to Friday, the timings will be 7:45 a.m. to 8:45 a.m. 8:45 a.m. Correct? Now, if you need CAT preparation, if you think that CAT 2021 is your target, these are 2 must enroll courses. Please subscribe to Plus. Complete preparation will happen, and these are the new topics that will be starting from April 1. April 1, complete course on algebra. and then complete course on LRDI. This will be in the mornings, Monday to Friday. This will be every night, 10 to, I won't say 12 a.m. I will make a correction here. It's rather 11:30 p.m. It's rather 11:30 p.m. Correct? Now, please make sure that when you are enrolling and subscribing to Unacademy Plus, you got to use this code Parikshat Life. If you use this code, you will get 10% discount on the subscription fee. 10% discount, okay? And the second thing is, I have hundreds of students who follow me on Unacademy, but only for those students who join using this code Parikshat Life, you get mapped to me and I become your mentor. So beyond class hours, whatever doubts you have, whatever queries you have, be it schedules, be it your preparation, I can help you out because I will be tagged as your mentor. But that can only happen if you use the code Parikshat Life, 10% discount plus mentorship, Remember, if you use this code, do you get access to only my classes? No. You will get access to every educator who is present on the Unacademy platform, right? Every educator. And to know the quality of my classes, you can visit the Unacademy platform. I have taken a lot of free classes. Attend 2-3 free classes. Get to know the quality. You get to know the quality. You be sure about it that, okay, I'm liking it, and then enroll with Unacademy. Okay. Okay then. Thank you so much. I hope that I am able to help you out. You got some idea when to start the mocks, how to start the mocks, and the importance of mocks. We'll have more of this. But yes, for today, it's a goodbye and stay safe. Bye for now.